Hi everyone, welcome to TLE. As every week we start first with the short focusing our energy. So if you wish you can close your eyes, uncross your hands and legs, just take a deep breath to your belly. Release, exhale. Just let's repeat it a few times. Listen to all the noises around here, the music, the class, in the other room. Listen to your breathing, your breath. Let's connect with the now, to bring ourselves to the classroom. Want to focus our energy to receive a message that will guide and help us with our spiritual growth, spiritual work. Read something from Tree of Life to connect us with that energy of Tree of Life. וכאשר עלה סיבת הבריאה הייתה כדי לגלות שמותיו וכינוייו. וכאשר עלה ברצונו הפשוט לברוא העולמות ולהאציל ולהאציל הנאצלים, להוציא לאור שלמות פעולותיו ושמותיו וכינוייו, אשר זאת היא סיבת בריאת העולמות. Let's take another deep breath to our belly. When you exhale, you can open your eyes. Amazing. Welcome back. So, last week we stopped in the place that RAV ASHLAS remind us, the verse that the Creator telling us, I created the evil inclination, I created the Torah as a herb, as a vaccine against the evil inclination. כלומר, שהעמל ויגיע בתורת הנגלה, ועדיין העץ הרע בתוקפו עומד ולא נמוך כלל. So the person is working in a spiritual way in תורת הנגלה, you're working with the Torah, but still the evil inclination is bothering him and he can't control him. Because many times we're saying, I want to change, I want to change, I want to change. But what does it mean I want to change? When we have a different type of evil inclination, when we change it, let's say when we stopped a habit, let's say, okay? I'm sure you know those people that they stop to do something, and after a few years they start to do it again. Let's say they stop sugar, or they stop smoking, or they stop, doing something that they know is not good for them. After a few years they do it again. And if you ask them, but why? Something trigger it. Something happened and trigger the memory and the desire of whatever years, and suddenly they did it again to actually to fill out the empty space they feel in right now. So what does it mean? Just a second. But if I change something and I stopped it, how come after whatever years suddenly I'm going back to the same spot and I do it again? Doesn't make sense. So what's happening, that what does it mean to change? It means I controlled my evil inclination in that matter, because now I have much more power than him to control that desire to receive for oneself alone. But we need to know what Kabbalah once said. Remember, the light is always there, but also the opponent is always there. So when we have that sometimes a point of weaknesses, he waits, he waits. He don't worry. When the time comes, I will tell you what to do. You think you are strong. Okay, let's see. So now we have this time of weaknesses. He kick in. Boom. He bring us back right away to that point that we used to do it. The feelings, the this, and then the person suddenly doing it. And now stop it again. Oh, wow, now it's going to be much harder. If I'm not stopping it right away or I'm not taking it, it will be much harder. Okay? So the whole thing, when we're saying the evil inclination being created, but the light created in herb, the Torah, we need to have the tools, we need to have the rules, we need to have a consciousness, a stronger consciousness to buy stronger consciousness to control my desire to receive oneself alone. Now, if I win today, it doesn't mean tomorrow I will win again. Doesn't mean. So today if I can feel great, I win my opponent, I don't have desire to this or that, whatever. Tomorrow you can wake up in the morning and all day you're just thinking about what you're missing or you need. So if I'm not strong enough, I was, what? Just a bite, what can happen? Just a bite. Just to, let him in peace. 10% to the opponent. Let me give him his peace, right? No, he's not giving the peace. He's now in control, and then you finish the whole cake or whatever that bite you took, right? There's also the thing. If you want to change something, just change it, right? So it means, we need to know when we're talking about changing, it means I need to have like extra vessels, extra energy that I can control my evil inclination. So one, I need to know what is my evil inclination. Second, I need to know, okay, so right now I don't have that power by myself. I need to have extra energy, extra power to do it. Okay? And when I decide to execute, it doesn't mean you need to wait now a few years to buy it. No, it's seconds, I remember always the movie, I think we gave it last week, right? The example. Trinity, right? From
The Matrix.
The Matrix, right? Seconds. She know how to fly a helicopter, right? So when I have the desire and I said, what, I'm just, I'm doing it. If the desire is coming from the right place and the strong desire, I will receive now the vessel and the energy to fulfill my vessel to help me to control. The test will come. But if I have the real desire, I can overcome it. And the more I'm overcoming it now, I'm controlling it. Now, that's it. Now we will try to come from in different ways, not in this way, right? So, we have different type of ways that the evil inclination appear in our life, right? But sometimes we're so used to it, we don't think it's evil inclination even. The way we talk, the way we walk, the way we behave, the way we analyze even things, situations. So this is why he says, the Torah, when we study Torah, it means we study the tree of life, the ways of tree of life. When we study Kabbalah, we study different tools and rules. It's to support and to help us to control the evil inclination, our evil inclination, not my friend evil inclination, not my wife, not my husband, not my mom, not my father, not my boss. My evil inclination, not other people's evil inclination. Okay? We have to really to take it in, because we're going to see some things in people that we think, I can help him to change. No. First help yourself to change. Nobody asks you to help him to change. I'm not sure he asks you or he wants to change right now. You see it because you need to change something in you. First changing it in you, and then maybe one day if he's ready or if he asks you, maybe un poquitito you can, tell him a few things, but don't just throw at him all of your Kabbalah studies. So if using the Torah and using the tools and everything, and still the evil inclination control him, so what does it mean? Try to imagine, כי עדיין לא ניצל מאירועי העבירה, so it means he still have thoughts about what? About short circuit. So it means still there is an opening for the evil inclination to control him. How many times in life there are different areas or situations we want to change. We really want to change, but for years we're not changing. You have one area in your life you're trying, or it took you forever to change. Yeah, we all have different things, right? Why? But you said, I want to have desire, but I won't. Yes. Why? Why he's still much stronger than me? Because whatever tools I have, I'm using, I'm volunteering, giving money, giving this, giving my time, study, whatever I'm doing, still I have those thoughts about whatever short circuit in that sense. So he make me weaker. Doesn't make me stronger. So then for sure I'm going to do here and there different short circuit. And now he become more stronger, and it's become much harder for me to change it. This is what he says. You have those, you wondering, you thinking about that short circuit. ולא נמוך כלל. כי כי עדיין לא ניצל מהרהורי עבירה. כמו שכתב רש"י, לעיל בביאור, בראתי לו תורה תבלין. עיין שם היטב. He sent us to study it again. What Rashi says, that I created the Torah as a vaccine from his evil inclination. ולפיכך, מייעץ לו, he gave us an advice, שיניח את ידו עמנו ויעסוק בחוכמת האמת. So he said, so if you busy with תורת הנגלה, just with the simple revealed Torah, so leave it and start to learn the deep study of Torah. It's חוכמת האמת, it's Kabbalah. Go and study Kabbalah. משום שקל יותר להמשיך המאור שבתורה בעסק והגיעה בחוכמת האמת, because it says it's easier to reveal the light from the Torah while the person is busy and sweating, putting a lot of effort in the חוכמת האמת and the wisdom of truth. That is the Kabbalah, wisdom of truth. So he says to put effort. Now even you are busy with the Torah, he says יגיעה, put effort. So how much effort I'm really putting to go deep in the wisdom of Kabbalah, but also not just in the study, it's more about the manifestation. Manifestation, okay? And again, the manifestation, just keep in mind, it's me, about me, changing. מבהגיעה בתורת הנגלה, because you need to put more, if you use the it's called the revealed Torah, put energy over there, or put energy in the Chomat Kabbalah, in the wisdom of truth, he will reveal more in the wisdom of truth than in the revealed Torah. והטעם הוא פשוט מאוד, it's very simple, he says רב אשלג. כי חוכמת תורת הנגלה לבושה בלבושים חיצוניים גשמיים. The revealed Torah have the external dressings of the 1% world. And the היינו גניבה, גזלה ונזיקין וכדומה, all, there is a lot of stories over there about stealing, about different laws, about different trials over there, related more and more with those clothing of the 1% world. וכדומה, and he says, that's just an example. אשר משום זה קשה וכבד מאוד לכל אדם, לכוון דעתו וליבו להשם דבר בית העסק. So he said, when a person actually study all of that, it's very hard for him to think about the Creator right now and put the Creator in his heart. Because he's thinking about, just a second, 1%, laws, this, he says, she said, so he doesn't really connect with the Creator. He still think in a mundane way, because all of them look like mundane stories, right, that it deals with. He says it's very heavy and hard for each person to tune his thoughts, his mind, and his heart to the Creator, toward the Creator, while he is busy with it. כדי להמשיך המאור שבתורה, to draw the light of the Torah, it comes from the Creator, ומכל שכן לאיש כזה, for that person, שהוא כבד וקשה when he's heavy and it's very hard for him, בעיון התלמוד עצמו, when sometimes it's very hard for the person even to study, and now we need to deal with it also, so to make it much more heavier, בעיון התלמוד עצמו, while he study, ואיך יוכל לזכור, and how he can remember now, הוא בנושאים גשמיים, הם חס ושלום אינם יכולים לבוא אצלו עם הכוונה שלהם יתברך בבת אחת. He says, so right now, while he's busy, and it's like one, it can be very heavy for him and hard for him to even study. And while he studied, the material he studied, it's related with 1% and mundane stuff, right? And now he needs to tune his mind and his consciousness and his heart toward the Creator while he studied that. Oh, that's too much. It's a lot, if you think about it. It's a lot. So he's saying, they cannot come in one time with that study for him to tune his mind to cleave himself with the Creator. ולכן מהעצו, and this is why he gave him the advice, לעסוק בחוכמת הקבלה, that he need to learn the wisdom of Kabbalah. Because he says, אשר חוכמה זו לבושה כולה בשמותיו של כתוב ברוך הוא, he said, the wisdom of Kabbalah have the dressings, all the wisdom of Kabbalah, the dressings of the names of the Creator. The names of the Creator. ואז כמובן יוכל לכוון דעתו וליבו לשם יתברך. So now, if for sure can tune his thoughts, his intention, and his heart toward the Creator, because you deal most of the time with what? With the name of God. Chokhmat Kabbalah is getting the dressing also. Chokhmat Kabbalah, with when you're praying, when you meditate, when you're using the tools, it's all the name of God. So all the time we have the intention to cleave ourselves with the Creator. בשעת לימוד בלי טורח. So even while he study, without even putting so much effort, because he's dealing with the names of the Creator already. So he's thinking about the Creator while he study. So it's making it much more easier to cleave himself with the Creator. ואפילו קשה אין ביותר, even though he's a person that is very hard for him to study, still, כעיון בנושאים של חוכמת הקבלה והשם יתברך הם אחד. So still the study of the wisdom and the Creator, now they are one. They are one, they are together, they are connected, they're not separated. וזה פשוט מאוד, and the Rav is saying, and it's very simple. It's very simple. Yeah, it's very simple. ולפיכך, מביא ראיה יפה מדברי הגמרא. He says, and now he bring, remember, he repeats now what Rabbi Chaim Vital says, right? So Rav Asher explained to us what actually he's saying. So he's saying, and he bring from the Gemara, מכאן לתלמיד שלא ראה סימן יפה במשנתו 5 שנים, if a student didn't see while he studied like nothing new in 5 years, שוב אינו רואה, so you're not going to see. כי למה לא ראה סימן יפה במשנתו? Why he didn't see something new while he was studying all of those 5 years? ודאי אין זה אלא משום חיסרון כוונת הלב בלבד. He says because one reason, he didn't have, he was lacking the intention of the heart while he was studying. He says that's it, one thing. He was missing the intention of the heart. בלבד, one thing, that's it. ולא משום חיסרון כישרון אליה, not because he doesn't have the talent, just the intention of the heart, אליה. ולא משום חיסרון כישרון אליה. כי חוכמת התורה אינה צריכה לשום כישרון. The wisdom of the Torah doesn't need any talent. No talents. So what the Creator wants from us? Our heart. You have to remember that. Because to be a religious person, it's not complicated. Check, no? You can buy the clothing, you can learn the halacha, you can know what to do, not to do this, that's it. Amazing. It's a problem to be? No. Remember, the Rav Asher is saying that in the wisdom of truth, most of the people think in wisdom of truth or in the action of Kabbalah, but he says most of the people, they are doing 612 precepts, and the one precept they're supposed to do, they're not doing. And what is that precept? Love the neighbor as yourself. He says, all the 612 need to bring us to do what? This one precept. So they will do perfectly the 612, and this one they don't do. They forget about what? About the action. Yes, they do many other actions. Tefillin, Shabbat, but what about the unity? Cleave with the Creator. Love the neighbor as yourself. Love. What about that? All of those need to help you to do what? What he says here? The Torah is for what? And herb to overcome what? My evil inclination, yes or no? So if I'm controlling my evil inclination, I'm controlling my desire to see for oneself alone, now I can be in a mode of what? More like the light. More sharing, more loving, more giving, yes or no? Because if I have less and less desire to see for oneself alone, what I have been left with? Just sit in the house and do what? No, now I'm connecting more with my soul, the power of my soul, what my soul wants. My soul is chelek elok mimal, it's part of the Creator. Pure sharing, pure giving, no calculations. So now I will feel more and more what? How can I do? How I need to save the world, I need to save this, I need to help, right? What can I do more? What can I do more? Light, guide me, right? So if I'm still not there, it means I still have more desire to receive from myself. It means somewhere along the way, I'm not controlling my evil inclination. He give me the illusion that actually I'm controlling him, but actually he tells me what to do. He tells me like, you control me, don't worry, you control me. Don't worry, you control me. But he still decides for me what to do or not to do. So I'm not controlling. He's still deciding. So he's saying, you don't need to have any talent to cleave yourself with the Torah, with the Creator. No talents, just your heart. So the Creator wants our intention, our heart, our truth, our pureness. Because the heart, it's the most purest part in the body. Because the heart have to have pure blood to give pure blood to the entire body parts, yes or no? So it means I need to remove, it's called Orlat Alev, I need to remove the foreskin of the heart, the Zohar explained. The foreskin of the heart, all of the layers that we created. I need to start to remove the foreskin of the heart and to purify myself and let the light to live in my heart, the power of the Torah. The light wants our heart. So all of what we're doing is to purify ourselves, to bring ourselves to the level of to be like God, like the light, the purest that I can be, that I can share. We can't be 100% pure because we're still in this world. But in percent, it says that the righteous person, 95% he think about others and 5% about himself, because still he lives in this world, in the body, need to eat, need to drink, need to sleep, right? Need to drive, whatever he need to do, 1%, he need to do, right? But most of his time, his thoughts and his mind and his actions just to help others and help the world. Is he missing something? I don't think so. Because we think, oh, if I'm the one to think all day about other people, who's going to take care of me? You should read again the Wisdom of Truth, what I was just saying about it. But if I'm thinking about the whole world, and imagine the whole world thinking about me, and everybody doing it, nobody will miss nothing. But if everybody think about themselves, everybody will miss something. Because I'm one person thinking about the world, but I have the whole world thinking about me. That's amazing, no? Think about it for a second. This is the Arvut. It's called the Arvut, Mamar Arvut. Rabbi Ashlag explained Wisdom of Truth. Very, very powerful to read it slowly. To read Wisdom of Truth. Really recommend. He says, אינה צריכה לו שום כישרון, אלא כמו שכתוב במדרש הנ"ל, אמר הקדוש ברוך הוא לישראל. The Creator told the Israelite, חייכם, your life, כל החוכמה וכל התורה דבר קל הוא. All of the wisdom and all the Torah, it's something very easy. Very easy. The Creator told the Israelites, told us, right? כל מי שמתיירא אותי ועושה דברי תורה, everyone that actually, again, feel awe or the positive fear we mentioned last week, and he is busy with the Torah, right? With the laws and the rules and that thoughts and work. כל החוכמה וכל התורה בליבו. So all of the Torah and all the wisdom will be where again? Rabbi Ashlag reminds us, in his heart. So what we're supposed to do? Because what do you mean I need the Torah to be in my heart? How the Torah can be in my heart? Imagine you come to Shabbat, you see the Torah, it's something big, right? It's a lot of, not the physical Torah, but all of the, right? What do you mean the Torah will be in my heart? Think of it for a second. How we can
the wisdom.
Experience it.
The wisdom that you learn.
The wisdom, the learn. Because what is it's called? It's called the moach, the brain, it's called chokhmah. And the heart called bina. Bina, it's the place that everything that we need in our life we're receiving. It's the understanding, to understand things. So we have the wisdom, it means not wisdom of just learning, it's more the wisdom of the Creator, the light of wisdom. So we have the wisdom. Yes, for sure, we need to study, we need to read, we need to educate ourselves, of course, for sure. But this is still 1%. This is still the vessel. Now we need the light to enter into that, what we study, and to fulfill it with the wisdom of the Creator. That's the energy. And now from here, I need to go to my heart. Now Bina. Now, where we're doing the most of the calculations, here, and then we doesn't let the energy, even the information, to come to the heart, because the heart knows the truth. This is the Binah. Binah is like the cosmic bank. All the blessings exist in that level of Binah for us. So he says, so all of the Torah and all of the wisdom will cleave in the person's heart. And then when you come into the heart will share it with the entire body parts. And now all the body parts will agree. Now the whole body will agree. Now we're connected. Like an antenna. Just connected with the light. It's amazing, no? You don't need the Rabbi Google anymore. Just connecting with the wisdom of the light. That's it. Receiving all the information directly from the Creator. Would we like to have that? Absolutely. The question is what I'm willing to do. That's the question. That sounds amazing. The question is in the 1%, because if the light telling us, listen, again, Chayechem, he starts like that. He says, the Creator says to the Israelites, Chayechem, your life. Your life. What do you mean your life? It's like your life depends on it. This is the tree of life. Your life. All of the wisdom and all of the Torah. It's a very easy thing. Everyone that mityareoti, everyone that actually has fear or awe toward me, and he's doing, not meditate, doing. Also meditation it's a part of connection, but I need to manifest after. So doing divrei Torah, all of what he studied in the Torah, all of the wisdom and the Torah in his heart. So it means also that we earn it. It's like, we have external light and we have inner light. So you earn it. Now you have it. Now when you have something and you know it's working for you and you know how you feel, no one from the outside can tell you, it's nonsense, what you doing, whatever. I know how I'm feeling. I know what I have. I know my thoughts. I know my, how I control my evil inclination. I know how we used to be. I know how I'm now. And I know what I want to be, right? So I know what I'm using. So you can say whatever you want, but it's your thing, not mine, right? Omnam ודאי צריך זמן. But of course, for sure, you need to have time. להרגיל את עצמו, to make sure that he will get used to the light that comes from the Torah and the precepts. במאור שבתורה ומצוות, because we many times, just for understand what does it mean, to get used to the light that comes from the Torah and the precepts, many times, we want to be happy. Yes, you would like to be happy? Yes. So many times we receive happiness and we don't know what to do with it because it's not normal for us. You follow what I'm saying? Most of the day you're not like happy. You just, you're doing the work, you're doing things, and you're doing things to be happy. And suddenly when you're happy, it's like, okay, now what? Like, okay, like I got it. Okay, now what? So we kind of don't know what to do, and it slipped. Like, okay, we lose it, and now we're like, oh, I know this area. Okay, let me do more things to be again happy. Okay, but you're happy again, and now, okay, now what? So we don't know what to do with it. This is what he says here. We need to get used to the idea, or to create a vessel to get used to it, to get used to the light that comes from the Torah and the precepts. Because when it's going to come to the vessel, we're not used to it. It's going to be so good that we're not going to know what to do with it. We can freak out and throw it to the opponent. And now what? Oh, I'm comfortable with the vessel I know, But you want to be happy, you want to be healthy, you want to be this. What do you mean? Why you want to continue to struggle? And this is what I was saying in the beginning. Most of the people need to be most of the time happy and fulfilled. And once in a really like a while, a little bit, pain and suffering. Just, to check the vessel and to continue to do work. But unfortunately, most of the universe, it's most of the time pain and suffering. And once in a while, a little bit happiness or drop of light. Yes or no? And this is why he says here, okay, so I'm already connecting. He says, a person needs to have time to get used to that energy that he reveals from the Torah and from the precepts. You have to know what to do with it, to accept it. Wow, it's a way of life. I can be fulfilled 24 hours. Yes, to agree to it. I can be happy 24 hours and it's okay. It's normal. This is normal. What we face in 24 hours, it's not normal. It's normal to live here like in the endless. That's normal. We're supposed to live here as we lived in the endless. 24/7 fulfilled and happy. And if we're not, it means it's not normal, according to the light. According to the 1%, yes, you're right, it's normal. Look at the world, everybody suffers. Okay, so believe in that. And this type of 1% normal. But this is not normal from the eyes of the Creator. From the point of tree of life, it's not normal. From the point of tree of knowledge of bad and good, it's normal. So when we don't know what to do with it, we jump in right away to where? Tree of knowledge, bad and life. Bad and life. Tree of knowledge, bad and good. Because I know this for most of my life. So now you give me to taste from tree of life. I don't know how long I can stay here. It's like too much energy, right? I need to go. So we like living. This is why he says, we need to have the vessel. And we need to get used to it. We need to get used to it. ואיני יודע כמה, and Rav Ashlak saying, I don't know for how long. I don't know for how long. ויכול אדם לצפות, כן, בכל שימוש אדם. He says the person can actually have the expectation all of his 70 years even, that he live on earth. לפיכך מזהירה אותנו הברייתא, he says there is a warning that the ברייתא telling us, it's in מסכת חולין, כ"ד, שאין לצפות יותר מחמש שנים. He says, this is why they warn the person, don't wait more than 5 years. If you do something, you don't feel nothing, so what are you doing? Like, 5 years, you feel nothing, you're supposed to feel even something small. Like, a change, something. ורבי יוסי אומר, רק ג' שנים. And Rabbi Yossi says, just 3 years. Because the Baita says, in חולין כ"ד, 5 years, and Rabbi Yossi said, just 3 years. העין שם בחולין דף כ"ד, says, he sent us to study that, that Baita. אשר די הוא מספיק לגמרי לזכות בחוכמת התורה. He says it's enough to earn the wisdom of the Torah. ואם לא ראה סימן יפה בשיעור זמן כזה, and didn't see nothing new, or he says beautiful, they call it, in that time, לא ישתה עוד את עצמו בתקווה שוב מפוחי כזב אלא ידע. He says he shouldn't lie to himself with false hopes that something will change. אלא ידע, he should know, שלא יראה עוד סימן יפה לעולם. He is not going to see the rest of his life something new or beautiful if he continue in that way. If a person know that, he loves pizza and pizza is not good for him. But somebody told him, a doctor told him, no, pizza you can have, it's good, don't worry, blah, blah, blah. Okay, leave the commercials. Okay, so he believed. And he continued eating pizza, but his blood test still showing like not good. So what do you think? If after 5 years he continue eating pizza and he still go down, he should continue or he should stop? What do you think?
Stop.
But he loves pizza. What do you mean? So if he continue eating these pizzas for the rest of his life, is he going to change? No. So what do you need to do? Stop. Change. Maybe have cucumber, right? I don't know, something else. It's what he's saying here. We like trying like to do the same things and have different results. It can't happen. It can't. We have to change. This is why we have to overcome our evil inclination. We have to. ולכן יראה תכף למצוא לעצמו איזו תחבולה יפה. He says, this is why I need right away to find a trick, a beautiful trick, he says, Rav Ashlak. תחבולה יפה, beautiful trick for himself. שיצליח על ידה לבוא לשמה, that he can, with that trick, he can bring himself to Shema. It means to do the work from the right intention toward the Creator. ולזכות בחוכמת התורה, and to earn the wisdom of Torah. To earn. Who says it's going to be easy? Somebody promised you in Kabbalah when it's going to be easy? I don't think we're promising it's going to be easy. והברייתא לא פירשה את התחבולה. But the ברייתא didn't say the trick. It's from the ברייתא actually. The ברייתא didn't say which trick to do. אלא שמזהירה, but the ברייתא is actually warning us. שלא ישב באותו המצב ויחכה עוד. That he shouldn't sit in the same situation and keep waiting that something will change. It's not going to change, he says Rav Ashlas. It's not. The brother says it's not going to change. And the brother is warning us, be careful. Just be careful. So also I can be inside of the wisdom of Kabbalah and I can get used to it. And then there is a matter I want to change, but I'm not going all the way. So I used to eat a pie of pizza every day. So now I'm down into half pizza a day. So what does it mean? You still eating pizza? What's the connection? If it's half pizza or full? No, it's a half. Okay, whatever. Then I down to one slice. Okay, but you still under the control of the pizza. You didn't control your evil inclination. You still have a hole. But what the evil inclination tell me? No, man, you changed a lot. You changed a lot. You used to be very angry all day. Now you're angry just 1 hour a day. It's fine. You changed a lot. And we feel like, wow. I'm not saying it's not good, but still we feel good about ourselves. So actually we forget about it. So I'm not dealing with that. I have different things to deal with because I feel good about it. He says, no, you can't sit and wait anymore. You need to take an action. You need to understand you don't have control. Satan controlling you totally. Your evil inclination play with you. It control you. And you think, oh, hey, I'm choosing, I'm doing it. He said, no, you're not. וזהו שאומר הרב שהתחבולה המוצלחת יותר בטוחה לו. And he says, this is what the Rav says, that the trick, the good trick, the better trick, and safe for him, הוא העסק בחוכמת הקבלה. So the safe trick, he says, Rabbi Chaim Vital, Rav, he says, he calls him the Rav, Rabbi Chaim Vital, to do what? To learn to be busy with what? With the wisdom of Kabbalah. Because he says this trick, and it's the safest trick against the evil inclination. But then what's happened? Like we said before, we come into the Kabbalah, then we get used to Kabbalah also. So then we don't maybe go all the way also in the tools of Kabbalah. Because I know 7 tools of God, Ana Bekoach, morning prayers, Shabbat. It's become to be like a nice club. You know, there's different clubs. It's a Kabbalah club. Nice, you know, it's a club. It's nice. I have nice people here. Kiss me, hug me, you know. None of the other places kiss me and hugging me. People are warm here. You know, it's very nice. Sometimes there is food, there is water on the table. Sometimes there is wine, right? It's nice. Sushi on Mondays, right? There is different, like, it's cool. It's very nice. So also when we're busy in Chomat Kabbalah, if we, what I said before, remember? If we're not going all the way in one of the matters, how are we going to uproot something? Remember what the Rav used to say. The Rav used to take one thing, work on it 1 year, till the Rav uproot it, and then continue. We many times working on things, 10% here, 10% here, 20 here, 10 here, 20, and we feel good about ourselves. Oh yeah, I changed a little bit. There's no little bit. What do you mean little bit? You changed or you didn't change? I love you a little bit. Do you accept that? If somebody will come and tell you, honey, I love you a little bit, let's get married. You love me or don't love me? What do you mean little bit? How much little bit? 20%, 50%, 60%? What is little bit? Do you see what I'm saying? No. How we can express feelings by a little bit? I angry about you a little bit? Or I'm angry? How we expressing ourselves? We don't talk like that, right? But when we're talking about change, we change in a little bit. The rest of the feelings? No. We're just expressing exact feelings. There's no little bit. This is opponent trick. You're changing, you're not changing. You taking action, you're not taking action. There's no like gray zones. A little bit. He wants us to feel good about ourselves. This is not what I was saying. They say, oh, you should feel good about yourself. No, we came here to work. We came here to change. I'm changing, not changing. ויניח ידו מעסק חוכמת התורה הנגלה לגמרי, and to leave the, he says, the revealed Torah at all, and just to be busy with חוכמת הקבלה. שהרי כבר בחן מזלו בה ולא הצליח, he already trust his luck and he didn't succeed over there. וייתן כל זמנו, he should give all of his time, he says, לחוכמת הקבלה, the wisdom of Kabbalah, הבטוחה להצלחתו, that it's for sure, it's safe for his success. מטעם דבר לאל עיין שם היטב. And he says, from what we explained, go and read it again, he says, go and look at it again. And again, when he's saying like all day, it's not really like literally to sit an all day to study Kabbalah. It's to make sure that I study and all day I'm activating myself how I can manifest it during the day. You know, we mentioned last week, how can I take it to my daily life? And how can I use the tools with my employees, with my friends, with my customers, with my wife, my husband, my kids, my neighbors, gas station, Publix, whatever, everywhere we're going, we're dealing with situations. We have to have that consciousness of Kabbalah all the time and to think, okay, what I should do and not what I shouldn't do, but how can I activate the energy of the Creator right now? When people push in my buttons or whatever, that thing that come up, you know, during the day. And again he's saying, רב אשלג, וזה פשוט מאוד, and it's very simple. If we think about it, really, it's really simple. But because we're not used to it, it's very hard for us, right? Because we bought a lot of bad habits. Now, the Kabbalah is telling us you should buy good habits. It means the natural habits from creation, not what you bought during the years or from different past lives. So it means to remove the bad habits, I need to buy new ones, because you're removing one, you need to fulfill that empty space with the energy of the Creator, right? So, but we want to concentrate about good habits. So one, yes, I can find my negativities, as I was saying, and to change it, but while I find it, it's 51% already like done, because I found it. I found my negativity. Now I need to use one of the tools, or maybe more tools, to flush it away, the rest of the 49. But in the meantime, I need to do what? I need to keep my mind, okay, how can I buy new habits? What do I mean to buy? Because we need to make effort. Effort, it's called buying. It's to buy. It's like I need to work for it, right? So what can I do to have a new habit? So if this guy is not supposed to eat this pizza, so I need to find a trick to find something else that he will concentrate at instead of concentrating on this pizza, right? It doesn't mean he doesn't like pizza anymore, he doesn't want the pizza, but he's controlling his evil inclination that telling him pizza is good for you, let's say, right? So now he concentrates here, now he's buying a new habit of eating whatever, something else that he now enjoying. Now suddenly, one day he doesn't think anymore about pizza. And one day we see with his friends, they all eating like pizza that he like, and he doesn't feel even he want it. He will take whatever food he have and eat, and he's happy. Why? Because now we control his evil inclination. And us, we have all of those areas of those different pizza in our life that we still, slowly, take it easy, I'm taking it down here, taking it down. But we're not really going like all the way and like uproot it, right? So he's saying, it's very simple. שאין כאן שום מדובר מלימוד תורה נגלה בכל מה שמוכר לידי הלכה למעשה, כי לא עם הארץ חסיד ושגגב תלמיד עולה זדון וחוטא אחד יביא טובה הרבה. על כן he give different like sentences from different places. על כן מחויב בהכרח לחזור עליהם עד כמה שיספיק לו שלא ייכשל למעשה. Of course he's saying he need to repeat the studies, to repeat the תורת הנגלה, you know, we need to study also the simple stories in Torah, of course we need to, because this is the vessel that you shouldn't forget, the laws, the stories, but he need to be busy with Chokhmat Kabbalah, with the wisdom of truth. So of course he need to repeat and to study. עד כמה שיספיק לו שלא ייכשל למעשה, as much as he need or he can, that he's not going to fail. He's not going to fail. You know, also in the wisdom of Kabbalah, many times we have the feeling that we know. But if I know, I need to take an action. but I want to take an action. So it's mean I don't really know. It's just I have the information. The information, I can feel good from the information. I feel like, oh, I know so much. Yeah, but you need to manifest. If you're not manifesting, just in a potential state. So it's just a feeling, but then when the time comes, you snap it on someone, so what actually you manifesting? Okay? So he's saying, so you need all the time to repeat and to learn, not to forget while you need to take an action. Okay, like to stay flexible, always the present to do what? To practice, right? If you stop for a while, now you need to like something all over again. It's crazy. So also nature telling us, right, about our body also. If we're not keeping ourselves like in shape, you can do even whatever years. Then you stop for 2 months, 3 months. You feel like you went back, like you feel you start all over again. It's crazy. Even mentally, you feel like, oh my God, like what? I can't lift this. I need to lift this. And what's happened? But I used to do. Yes, you used to do. But you're not doing now. So Satan telling us, oh, you used to do this, you used to do that. Look at the pictures. I have 6-pack, I have that. Look, I used to do like a bridge. I used to do it. Oh, nice. Why don't you do it today? Because along the way we stop. Things that actually were good for us, physically and spiritually. Okay? And we have excuses. That's the best. אלא כל המדובר כאן הוא רק בעניין חומת התורה הנגלית לכוון ולתרץ הקושיות הנופלות בשתי ההלכות. So he says, we're talking here that when a person is talking about the revealed Torah, the simple, he says, when they come in with different questions and the simple halacha, you know what to do, not to do. כמו שמסיק שם רבי חיים ויטל בעצמו, like רבי חיים ויטל, he's bringing that by himself in what he wrote before. דהיינו, חלק הלימוד שבתורה אינה באה לכלל מעשה. It means that part of the Torah doesn't come into action, he says. ולא כלל בהלכות למעשה אינות to action, don't make it action in the הלכות. ולא כלל בהלכות למעשה, אכן אפשר להקל בזה ללימוד מהקיצורים ולא מהמקורות. And he says there are different ways to study all, even the whole Torah. There is different like short, it's not shortcut, how do you call it in English? It's a kitzur. Like, you know, there is a lot of books that give the whole information. There are different books, they make it like a summary, like a summary. But also you can actually, you can do, you know, you can understand what you need to do. So instead of studying the whole this and taking so much time, you can take this book that summarize it and give you the laws and how to do it, and just you learn, boom, and you do it. And that's because it said you need to come to a place to take an action. Okay, and especially with halachot, especially with, because what is halachot? Again, we can be religious people, or we can be spiritual people. Okay, so it means like there are ways that I can cleave myself with tree of life, and cleave myself with the Creator. So halacha it may mean to walk, leholich, lalechet, to walk. So to walk in this path, and then I'm cleaving myself with the light. Okay, to do, not to do. וגם זה צעד ג' כי אינו דומה יודע ההלכה מהמקור. Says also that the one that, you know, if there is the source, there is the kitzur, the shortcut, and then the person that studies is the third party, right? So he says also, in understanding it's the third party, the third person that he's far from the source even. It's also like different energy. להודע אותה מסקירה אחת ובאיזה קיצור. So now he actually, it's very hard for him to know everything from the source in just one time he read it, and he think he know everything, right? So it's far from the source also. וכדי שלא לטעות בזה, הביא הרבי, and not to have a mistake with it, הביא הרבי חיים ויטל ז"ל, זיכרון לברכה, תכף בתחילת דבריו, he bring in the first of his words, שאין הנשמה מתקשרת בגוף אלא בהיותו שלם, that the soul cannot cleave herself or itself in the body, just when the body is complete ומתוקן and correct, במצוות התורה בדרך מצוות, just when the body is correct and complete with the precepts of the Torah and the 613 precepts. So the Torah and the 613 precepts. So it means we need to, in order for us to complete, you know, our vessel, we need to, first of all, to have the understanding that whatever we study, all of the laws, even what we study now, right? It's all laws. Laws that to help us how to cleave myself, first to how to control my evil inclination. While I'm controlling my evil inclination, I can cleave myself in a better way to the Creator, so I can have much more, right? So I need to understand, first of all, to myself, I need to understand what are the steps I need to do. So sometimes I can just study, but I have so much like information, okay, and I feel so great, and I'm sharing with people, sharing this, doing videos, doing this, okay, but I forget sometimes about myself. What about me? What about my correction? Do I'm using everything I'm actually studying to do my correction, or I just having more information? It's okay to study, but I need to remember to manifest. And he says, Chokhmat Kabbalah, why it's helping us, especially in our generation, it's actually what it does, it's helping us not to waste time. In simple words, not to waste time. So if I'm taking it seriously, and I'm studying the wisdom of Kabbalah, and I'm starting to manifest, I can shrink time. So you don't want to know what could happen if you, study other stuff and how many years. You want to know that it's shrinking time. And you can, it says many times that, people can live 70 years as one day, or one day as 70 years. Where you want to be. There is people that maybe in your hometown, you go to visit every 5 years or whatever, and you see the same people, the same garden, the same things, doing the same things. It means they live in 70 years like one day. So for them, 70 is the same day. Or you can go, you can see people, like actually every time you go, something different. Traveling, changing the house, living there, open businesses, close businesses, do this, and that. Wow. So it means they live in every day like 70 years. Till the fully. And we have that choice. We can choose what you want. You want just to, whatever the same, or you want to really take the wisdom of Kabbalah and use it in a way that it's a live energy, live tools that I can change so much. But let's go back a few classes before, what Rav Ashlai told us before, what we need to build, what we need to have, the important.
The vessel.
Certainty. Certainty in the Creator. Certainty, and more certainty. We have a whole section about what I was talking about it, the importance of certainty. Because what's stopping us to go full force? What's stopping me to do full force the tools I already know? What's stopping us? Because I said I want to be healthy, I want to be wealthy, I want to be spiritual, I want to overcome evil inclination. Why I'm in Kabbalah? Right? So if I'm coming to that spiritual gym, why not to go all the way? I'm already in. Why? So what's stopping me? I don't have the full certainty. So I'm kind of still giving myself and not giving myself. I'm still taking, why? You don't want any relationship with people like that, no? No. Either you're my friend or not my friend. You're with me or no, you love me or don't love me. What do you mean? So if I choose to be a soldier of the light, if I choose this is my path, I need to let go and to go all the way. Because just when we are all the way, then we can know. If I'm not all the way, how can I know? Yes, I will see here and there some nice things, but how I'm going to grow, really to grow? How do I know who I am? How I'm going to discover who I am? Because we don't really know who we are. We don't really know what is really our potential. Sometimes we assume from the ego, but do you really know who you are? Do you think the Rav knew he's the Rav? The Rav was, studying the yeshiva. He was Orthodox. He have a business, he worked outside. Ben Rav was a very successful businessman, right? You think he knew he's going to be the Rav Berg and going to lead the world to study Kabbalah? I don't think it was in his goals. But what he says, when he met his teacher, Rav Brian, when just the first meeting, everything shifts. So do we know who we are? Do we know who we're supposed to be? Do we know what is the plan for us from the upper world? We don't know. So this is why we need to do things in full force. When the Rav met Kabbalah, he wanted to go full force. If you read the stories that the Rav wrote, and when he met his teacher and we received the letters from Rav Brandwein, he went full force to arrange money, to print books, to whatever he need to do. Full force. So when we actually already meeting our spiritual path, we need to ask ourselves, okay, what I'm actually doing? I'm truthful to myself or not? Because if I want the Torah to cleave into my heart and to be part of my body parts, part of me, part of my life, I need to connect with truth. So I need to take the truth and to check if I'm going all the way, yes or no. So if I have expectations to receive in a true way from the Creator, I need to check if my vessel is first ready for that. And we know that likes attract likes, no? So if I'm not receiving it, it means my vessel is not ready for it. So I have to change something to reveal it, because remember, Kabbalah once says, when the vessel is ready, the light fulfill right away. No calculations, no question being asked. What you did yesterday, you didn't do, you came late, you sleep late, you eat pizza, no pizza, nobody asks you that. Vessel ready, up. The light doesn't judge us, doesn't calculate with us. So what does it mean for me as a vessel? I need to understand, just a second, if I didn't receive what I think I'm supposed to receive, it means what I'm doing for it. Do I go full force in that matter or not? Yes or no? If not, okay, so maybe I should recalculate again and choose again to go full force. Does it make sense? Beautiful. So let's listen to the Rav now.
Like that. And not be an illusion or not be make-believe. So it says no.
Funny, I told him he's going to go to the, remember? Okay, so it was oh man. No, it doesn't go.
Too much force.
Huh?
Too much force.
Yeah. I don't know. Where's the video? Oh, it's here just again. I'm not really a techno guy, so.
He said to press enter just.
No, enter it was to make the video work. But I have the remote here. But now I'm looking for the. Where is the mic? Oh, it's here, okay. Oh. Is it working? Oh, what's happened?
Turn it off.
I can tell. That's amazing.
And until we come to that realization, although we're coming to it little by little, until we come to that
It's
realization,
in the place, okay.
we are not completely connected to our 99%. We are not. And if you're not connected to the 99%, then you're not connected to the all-embracing reality where there's only good, no illusions. On the contrary, we live in the illusion. 1% is an illusion. So when he's discussing again, Ikudim,